Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Let's check back with the Holy Redeemer Lady Royal softball team. Jerry Paulukonis, the head coach, joining us along with his assistant, John Bryan. Coach, cardiac kids, you name it, these girls don't quit. They know how to keep fighting till the end, and you guys are playing for a state championship, and I'm sure it feels outstanding.
Oh, absolutely. We can't ask for anything better.
Talk a little bit about this group of girls and their drive and their fight, and they're scrapping their way through every single game, and here you are. You're ready to play for it today.
Exactly. These kids, they're not just a group of softball players. They're an actual team. I mean, they play for each other, and I think that's the most important part of the whole thing.
Coach, you got a nice mix of seniors, juniors, sophomores, some ninth grade girls. Let's first start with that senior class, and the girls just keep stepping up for you.
Yeah, we have Kaya Swanik and Jen Ringsdorf. They're starting up there. Katie Pushka was starting for us, but she's injured now, so she's out for the year, which is unfortunate. You know, she's a great asset at first base, but everybody adjusted, and they came through.
Talk about the Swanik girl, what she's able to do. She could do it both ways on defense and offense.
Absolutely. I mean, when it comes time for a key hit, there's nobody else you want on at the plate but Kaya. Defensively, there's not many balls that get past her, and as a team leader, you couldn't ask for a better kid.
You got a pretty good pitching combo that's working for you as well, and it seems to be a little bit of the trend where, maybe years ago you'd see a girl go the whole distance and pitch all year. Seems now there's been more of a push for a starter and then a finisher, and it doesn't seem like there's much drop-off with a lot of teams. And your team, there's been no drop-off.
Oh, you're exactly right. There is no drop-off. And for us, it's really not a starter-finisher. We try to go with who's throwing the best that day. Most of the time we start Kristen. If she's not perfectly on, then we just throw Morgan in there, and we can always just switch it right back.
Let's talk a little bit about Kristen first, the type of pitcher she is and what she's able to bring when she throws.
Kristen likes to throw the ball hard. She mixes it up. I mean, her speeds vary different between her curves and her screws and her fastball. So that helps as a coach because, a batter really can't get adjusted to one speed of each pitch. So they're seeing different things, and the movement on her ball is just incredible.
And then when we head over to Morgan, who's just a freshman, how about her? A lot of power?
Absolutely. I mean, Morgan probably throws maybe 2 to 3 miles an hour faster than Kristen on her fastball. But again, she has that variation of speed in the different pitches. And again, she has really good movement.
Let's talk with assistant coach John Bryan. John, take us through some of the scouting reports and what you're able to put together as you guys have headed through the playoffs, first between districts and then as you guys head to the state playoffs. How challenging is it to find out information about some of these other teams? Do you rely a whole lot on it, or is it, hey, you're just going out and playing your best softball?
Yeah, it's difficult at this time of year. We didn't know too much about our last opponent, but that their 9, 1, and 2 hitters were kind of like their catalyst. We knew the pitcher too well. We know the number 2 hitter liked to bunt, so during our practices we worked on that a lot. And I tell you, we held our 9, 1, and 2 hitters off the base, and that was key. We knew that going in, and these kids did a great job in doing that.
The belief that these young ladies have, they're down, but they're never out. They fight their way back, and that's been the theme through the playoffs, and it's been great because they've responded every single time.
Oh, yeah, like you said, they are the comeback kids. They never get down. They understand it's going to be a 7-inning game this time of year. There are no blowouts, and, they work hard. They know if they're down 2, 3-0, they know that they could come back and win. This is a winning team in the last 3 years, as you know. 3 years going into the district title stuff, winning it 2 out of 3 years. So these kids never give up. They work hard in practice. They know what it takes to win games like this. And, they really don't get nervous. And they feed on each other. This is a very good group.
John, how about just seems like another girl steps up every time? Last year as a freshman, it was Coffey. This year, it's Binkowski. So there's always somebody who just comes into the program and kind of relishes that role and takes it on, and they've done a fantastic job with it.
Absolutely. They challenge each other, too, even in practice. Our practices are very hard. Coach Jerry could tell you we don't let up. We practice harder than the game. That's what we've been preaching since we've been there. And you're right. When somebody goes down, somebody steps in. You know, take, for instance, Kaya this year. She's been a pitcher most of her life. She knew we needed a third baseman. She stepped in that third base role and done a fantastic job. And then we pushed her over the first base when Katie Guska got hurt. That's just the type of team it is. You know, it's always next man up, and the next person always steps in and fills the role.
Let's get back to Coach Jerry Paulukonis. Jerry, you have a freshman on the mound. The other team has the bases loaded. You're clinging to a lead. It's, the end of the game, and she finds a way to get the job done. And that's some experience from this season. But, boy, it's a great thing to see for years to come that you're going to have when a young lady like Morgan Bukowski did.
Oh, absolutely. It's been said before that Morgan has ice in her veins. And I think it's attributed to how much she actually plays. I mean, all summer long, she's gone all summer playing softball. So when you're put in situations, rather frequently because you're playing good competition, when you're faced something like that, you just throw the pitch you're told to throw, and you hit your spot, and it all ends well.
Coach, how much excitement do you and your assistant coach, John Bryan, have? Are you guys kind of containing it and holding it back, knowing you still have one more game, which is today at 10 o'clock? Or is the girls, how are the girls handling all this?
Oh, we're pumped. I mean, we're excited not only to be there, but, to come home with the victory. I mean, we're pushing them. Today on Wednesday at practice, we told them, this isn't where it stops. We got to keep on going and keep going to the goal.
Well, a lot of great competition this year in the Wyoming Valley Conference. What you were able to do in the District 2 playoffs, because it was a buzzsaw, but you guys did it, and congratulations in playing for a state championship. We hope today's your day, Coach.
Thanks, John.
Thanks, John.
Lady Royals of Holy Redeemer playing for a state championship here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.